What is up, everybody?
I'm here with Christopher Coombs.
And I'm here with Gaurav Khazanchi.
Yeah, that's right. We're back after a week because we release weekly episodes.
That's right. It's been a long week, hasn't it?
It's been a week. It's been a solid week.
Very long week.
Solid 7 days, I reckon.
Yeah, and because it's been such a long week, we've got such a serious episode for you guys that you're going to have to strap yourselves in, put your seatbelts on, I hope your headphones have seatbelts as well, because it's going to be a bumpy listen. Let's get into it. So far, so good.
And we're back to this not serious episode. I don't know what Chris was on about last time. We never do serious episodes.
That's right. We are not here for seriousness.
We're never here for serious stuff.
We're here for pure entertainment. We want to entertain you guys. And, more importantly, we want to entertain ourselves for 40 minutes.
Man, just thought of it. Talking about serious stuff, I've just finished book 5 of my Harry Potter audiobook series.
Wow.
And
book 5.
You must know why the word serious is ringing this bell in my mind.
Oh, we all know.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen/read about Harry Potter or the books or the movies, this is the one where Sirius Black dies.
Yeah.
It was very sad in the book. Very sad.
Sadder than the movie?
So I was actually telling Jen this yesterday. I think in the movie it was more of a shock, but in the book it was very sad because they keep talking about it until the end of the book. And I've obviously just started the 6th book and they bring it up there as well.
Well, if you think about it, in the movie they don't have enough time to really drag things on. Whereas the book you can literally write forever. So they probably dragged it until... Yeah, they probably milked that sadness out of the...
She did well. And also because it's a book, it's told from Harry Potter's perspective. And you can't really show on a movie what someone's thinking.
His perspective?
So it's like third person. So it's Harry does this, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much most of the book, apart from like the prologue or the epilogue maybe, is Harry's perspective, but in a third person. So everything that's happening is what only he can see or what he can do.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
So she plays around with that sometimes. Like the start of the 6th book, it's a different sort of area. It's from there's different things happening, so it's not Harry's perspective at the start. Same with the start of the 4th book. It's that whole scene with the snake going up to Voldemort and stuff.
Yeah,
in the garden.
Such a spooky scene.
What a scene. Even
what a way to start the movie.
What a way to begin.
If you think about it, think about that starting scene to like the starting scene of the first movie. It changes. It goes so dark.
Yeah, it really does.
It starts off with like this magical world and it's just like all amazing for kids to watch. And then it just goes so dark.
Yeah. And I like that because it's kind of written as if she knows the audience is growing up as they're reading these books. Yeah. So obviously they're going to be mature enough to understand the darkness. And
that's why it makes it, I reckon it makes it better as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And we grew up at the perfect age for all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
because we were almost his age.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or younger. We were younger, so it was probably better. Yeah. We learned some life lessons. Always use a counter charm.
Yes, that's right. Now, what I'm absolutely shocked about is the current situation of the AFL footy tips.
Yeah, am I still at the top?
It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to have to check that one. So, if you're an international listener, I'm talking about AFL, which is the Australian Football League.
Which is this really cool sport. It's like 40 people running around a gigantic field. There's a lot of lenient rules. Like if you're stepping out of the out circle, but the ball's in the circle, the ball's still in play. Yeah. I was shocked the first time I saw that.
It works well for football.
Yeah, because it's like a very fast-paced game. It's non-stop. I do not have the fitness to even try playing that.
It's probably one of the most fitness-needing sports.
Okay, what about running?
Well, come on.
Yeah, okay, it's pretty non-stop and it's a gigantic field.
If you think sport, let's not count running and athletics and all that. Let's say sports.
Yeah.
It is probably one of the sports that you need to be the fittest, apart from maybe tennis.
Dude, tennis, you've got to be pretty fit.
I said apart from tennis.
Yeah, but are you saying tennis is just as fitness needing as AFL?
I'm saying next to tennis.
So you're saying
tennis, you need to be fitter.
So you reckon tennis is the optimal fitness for a sport game?
This is off like thinking about it for 5 seconds.
Dude, what about soccer?
What about soccer?
You're also running around non-stop.
They're all actors.
Dude, you're going to offend all our European fans.
We love soccer. We love soccer.
We love it. We love soccer.
AKA football.
Football.
That's how much of soccer fans we are. Football fans. No, we actually went to a proper football game. If you listen to one of the episodes where we talked about it, we watched Barcelona versus...
Espanyol.
That's the one.
It's called a derby because Espanyol is a Barcelonian team.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Messi scored a hat-trick and he gave an assist to a guy in his first game.
Yeah, exactly.
We couldn't have gone to... Anyway, this is digressing completely.
Great game. You got to go to Barcelona Stadium, pretty much. The atmosphere is next level. Plus, that's what the place that had the best cheese roll and Estrella.
We really need to get back on topic here.
Back onto the soccer. I'm just saying... I wanted to say, actually, I call it soccer because I call AFL football.
I think you need to be fitter in AFL than soccer.
Wow. Okay.
Because soccer, there is moments where you're slowing down, which there are also in AFL.
Okay.
But in AFL, you're tackling and it's contact and it's... I reckon it's a bit more. You're jumping, catching, doing all this stuff.
Understandable. But get back to your tips. What were you saying is wrong with the tips?
Oh, so the footy tips, you wouldn't pick the first couple rounds. You absolutely would not.
So you're saying I outperformed to your...
Okay. For everyone listening, I want to get this straight for the record. Gaurav has no idea about footy. Okay? So that's where this is stemming from. After round 1, he was on top of the ladder, which proves that no one would have guessed what's happening with these.
Yeah, but it's not about guessing. It's about picking the teams with the coolest uniform.
That's literally what Gaurav does. He doesn't know anything about the teams.
No, but now, after doing footy tips for the first time you introduced me to it, when was it?
Probably 3 years, maybe?
Maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I have a handful of favourite teams that I really like. So I feel like I can't not pick them in the tips because it's like I'm betraying them.
Yeah, that's true.
If Port Adelaide's playing normal Adelaide, I will always pick Port
normal Adelaide.
Yeah.
Normal Adelaide, okay.
So there's Port Adelaide, normal Adelaide.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
So you'll always pick Port Adelaide because they have a better uniform?
Yeah. No, well, that's the first time in my life I ever picked Port Adelaide is because the first time I saw them, I said, man, this is a cool uniform and all their players work really well harmoniously.
Do they, though?
I don't know. I've never watched a game with them in it.
Is it true that you have 2 teams?
That's
a fine. Okay. That is an absolute fine.
No, I think officially. So, actually, I've got... So, you know how I'm a cricket club member for Melbourne?
Yeah, and you've been to the stadium
3 times. Officially 3 times. Which is already worth my money. But
no, it's not!
The point is, where I'm getting at, when I filled up that... so, apparently you're on the waiting list... I was on the waiting list for 22 years. My mum put our name down when we were all born. Wow. So when I got this letter that I can join, I had to put in... One of the questions was, what's your favourite footy team? And I'm like, oh my God, what do I write?
Wow.
Because 2 were coming to my mind.
That is a true fan right there.
So then I put down my OG one.
Which is?
North Melbourne Kangaroos.
Well done.
Yeah.
Very well done. Now, why is that?
Because after... living a childhood in America and coming back to Australia, I was introduced to Australian football, AFL. Okay, I was only 3 years in America.
And because you thought Australia was all about kangaroos, that's why you picked them.
That is not true. I was already in
Australia.
Australia.
What it was, wasn't it?
I was in Australia before I was in America.
You were one of those guys that think that kangaroos are running around in your backyard and stuff.
Oh, so many people think that. There's been legitimate questions on... these question websites.
What? Question websites?
You know, there's so many question websites. Yahoo questions, Yahoo answers, all those things.
So far, so good questions.
We should have that. We do have that. But, we'd like to get more mail than we usually get.
Well, the thing is, we know everything. So...
Yeah, it says that in our bio. These 2 guys that know everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's a tough life.
If you listen to our banana episode, we did a lot of research for that.
Which one?
The banana episode.
Yeah.
And that's pretty educational.
Yeah. We are a wealth of knowledge.
We're a wealth of knowledge. We're a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to my favourite team, football team, Australian Football League team, my favourite AFL team, and why I picked it. So when I did come back to Melbourne, I was introduced into AFL. And then my cousins were watching these games, and it was the Kangaroos versus the Bombers. And then I was forced to pick a team because it was going crazy in the house, like full excitement, a lot of energy. So I said, all right, I'll pick the Kangaroos. And I was probably, 7 or 8 at the time. And then I forgot about AFL altogether for most of my life. And then when it did come back into my life...
Until I got you into the tipping, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I thought, okay, I'll just go back to my first team pick, like, as far back as I could remember. And that was the North Melbourne Kangaroos.
Wow, what a story.
Thank you.
An absolute rags to riches story.
Everything's rags to riches for you.
Oh, it's just a good saying. Anyway, after 3 rounds of footy tips, Gaurav is currently sitting at 3rd.
Wow.
Out of
I moved down?
15 in our comp. Yeah, well, come on, that was inevitable.
No, I'm going to win this one.
Wow. Okay, who wants to place a bet on sofarsogoodbetting.com of where Gaurav's going to finish on the footy team ladder?
We'll let you all know when these domains go live so you can actually
absolutely.
bet. The point is, I'm determined to win. Every year, I take this very seriously as such that when I do forget to tip sometimes, I'm so mad at myself.
Yeah, wow.
Because I've potentially lost a point.
That just shows how much of a true tipsman you are.
I'm a true tipsman. I'm a true betting man.
But yeah,
I'm just a competitive guy.
Well, yes, that's what they say, don't they?
So how many teams do you have?
How many teams? I've got one team. True blue, or should I say, true yellow and brown.
I was going to say, man, what is true blue?
Of the Hawthorn Hawks. Now, my dad goes for Hawthorn. So I went for Hawthorn.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, Dad, I'll go for Hawthorn too.
Okay.
And then my mum tried to get me into Collingwood.
Ooh. See, that's another rule I have. I never took Collingwood.
Exactly. It was when I was young and my brain was a sponge. So she was really... She was really going for it too. But I broke the mould. I stuck out my team.
Yeah.
And haven't looked back.
What does Tim go for?
Tim? Well, he's a random guy. Because he goes for Essendon, just out of nowhere, Essendon.
That's all right, man. Each to their own.
Who Caitlin also goes for, so it makes it interesting.
Okay, so that's when it's kind of a gang up on you.
Yeah, but I mean, Essendon aren't any good, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter how many people are ganging up.
Did Tim have a reason to go for Essendon, or just whatevs?
That's a good question. Good question.
That's it. No info.
No, I'm saying it's a good question.
Okay, we'll get Tim on one time and he can tell us his Essendon story.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's been an interesting few rounds, and we're just going to have to see what happens from here. But good times. The NBA regular season is over, so finals start, playoffs start.
Did the Raptors make it?
Well, yes.
Wait, as in to the finals?
They made playoffs, so eight teams in each conference make the playoffs.
Dude, I have so much faith.
We'll get into this at some point, but now I want you to guess, because as of today, when we are recording, Australian time, 11th of April at night time, which is a Thursday. Okay. In America, it would technically be the 10th of April.
I forget the time zones. What's the question?
So it's the last day of the regular season.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me and guess for the final time this year.
So the final time you want me to guess the score?
What is Toronto Raptors' final record wins and losses?
And you won't give me the how many games they've played, right?
Well, you should know if you're a real supporter.
I am a huge supporter. I know exactly how many games they've played and exactly how many wins and losses. And the total is 36 wins and 17 losses.
Wow, could not be further away.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't know how many games they've played. Just to give you the answer.
Wow.
What's the answer?
Okay, I'll tell you how many games then.
Okay.
Because, dude, that was like way less than like a month ago when we last asked you this question.
Yes, but I'm only thinking from that time. So I'm just...
Yeah, but that's less than what you had last time.
Okay, Oh, was it?
Anyway, I'll tell you the
Tell me
total
how many games. Yeah.
Each team plays 82 games.
Oh, so they've finished 82 games now.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy then. They've won 65 and they've lost the remainder, which is 15, 16, 17.
Nah.
Okay, they've won 60 and they've lost 21.
What?
22.
That's okay. You just
just tell me the answer.
Suck.
I don't
you
know.
What?
I'm not keeping track.
You know what? They say don't bring people down, but you suck.
Says the one who didn't know what a Gros Michel banana was.
A what?
I rest my case. We discussed this in the episode.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Tell me the answer. I want to know my team.
All right, Raptors.
Yeah.
Final record wins and losses are wins 58.
Oh, I was so
and
close.
Losses
with 60.
are
24.
Well done.
Thank you. I did excel in mathematics.
So they finished second in their conference. Actually.
Dude, I was very close with 60 wins.
Yeah, wow.
So why did you say I was way off? You fully destroyed my confidence in my team.
You said 37 wins.
No, but that was before you told me how many games they played. Then you
went to 65, which is quite a lot.
And then the third one was 60.
Yeah, but you'd already had 3 guesses.
But on the third guess it was decent.
Yeah, but nah.
Okay. Did you see the Did you see the new Lion King trailer?
Oh, little bits of it. I haven't watched the full thing.
In quote, live action Lion King.
Yeah.
Look, it's looking.
You can't.
You
cannot call that live action. You cannot.
Well, okay, you can't. I know. I agree with that. It's realistic animation action. But my point is...
it's 3D animation.
It's 3D animation.
It's not live action.
But it's not live action because they're not
3D
lions.
animation.
And those comment jokes are still going. I still see comments of people saying, you'd expect it to be good after training animals for 22 years.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
But they're obviously joking. But anyway... like the new Aladdin trailer, that trailer got me really excited because they used all the music that I love.
Oh, yeah, throwbacks, nostalgia.
Throwbacks.
Dude, that's how they get you to watch
I know, and
nostalgia.
I'm falling for it. I'm such a sucker for it.
And you know what the thing is? We all know how bad the Lion King movie is going to be. But at the same time, we are all going to watch it, and we are still going to kind of like it for the nostalgia.
I don't think it's going to be bad. I just think it's...
Come on, man.
It's just taking the magic out because it's not the original.
Dude, when I'm talking about Harry Potter.
No. Oh my God. Get out of here. But I liked it. So when I was watching it, they pretty much have done it scene for scene so far. So far, so good. As in comparison to the animated
Dude, why do you watch so many trailers? Don't you
I actually don't.
I avoid some element of surprise.
You know, I only saw the first Avengers Endgame teaser trailer. And I haven't seen anything after that.
Yeah, wow.
I've deliberately
You're
kept
watching
away.
that next week, aren't you?
I want to watch it on the week of release.
Wow.
Because
That's
I'm scared to get spoiled.
Right,
I don't want to get spoiled. I haven't even watched any Game of Thrones Season 8 trailers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Neither.
I've lost all faith in trailers. The reason why I don't care about the Disney ones...
Even when I go, okay, I want to go to the movies, and then I look at the movie names, I more look at maybe the you know how they have a brief synopsis, 2 sentences?
Yeah.
I like that.
Dude, I haven't even read that with Endgame.
Okay.
So, as in, I'm just staying away as much as I can. I don't want any spoilers.
You know what it's going to be, anyway.
I have a rough idea, but that's just my thoughts.
Come to think of it, the way the last Avengers ended...
Spoilers.
This is going to be hectic.
just in case. Sometimes we
give
out spoilers.
If you haven't watched the last Avengers, you're not going to watch it by now.
You should watch it.
But if you haven't by now, you deserve to be spoiled.
It's one of the... Nah, dude, I don't reckon anyone... This brings up one of the things that I hate most in the world.
Which is?
Spoilers. It's the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
Not car spoilers, aerodynamics. I'm talking about movie spoilers. And do you know what the worst...
He doesn't hate murderers. He doesn't hate,
Compared to
he
people...
hates spoilers. Come on, man.
But compared to people who deliberately spoil something for you, to give for their own satisfaction, they are the worst people.
Okay, so if you had a choice, you had to... There was 2 guys standing in front of you.
Yeah.
One's a murderer, and one is someone who purposely spoils for satisfaction.
Yeah.
You would put the spoiler in jail.
I would be deciding for a long time.
Wow. What is happening?
It's all right. Everyone has their own preference.
What is going on here?
But
I'm so glad you're not a cop or a lawyer.
If I was, there'd be laws for spoiling things.
Oh, wow.
I would bring in laws for movie /
Do we have a new
spoilers.
Kim Jong-un hands here?
No, I don't think he doesn't even introduce movies into their country.
So you really hate spoilers that much?
Okay, I can tell you, I think 3 of my worst spoiler experiences.
Yowzers.
Okay, the first one was back in the days when we used to work at the supermarket.
Oh, yeah, the supermarket.
The supermarket. So I was on the shift with you once.
The supermarket.
The supermarket. Now, this is the one that was far away from my house, the first one.
Oh, the one that you fell asleep on the register.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there was this one shift. I don't know if you remember, but there was this one shift. And we were both at this part of the shift. We were both in the warehouse, just chopping up boxes, just doing back of house stuff.
Yeah, kicking it.
Yeah. And there was another girl there, but she wasn't an original store worker.
What was her name?
I can't remember, and even if I do, I'm not going to disclose that information.
You can.
Even though I'd love to, so these new laws can be, given to her. But anyway, besides the point, there was this girl, but she wasn't part of the store. She was transferred to cover a shift.
Filling in, yeah.
Yeah, from another store. So this makes matters 10 times worse. Because firstly, she's not even part of the original store family.
Yeah, yeah.
And secondly, she was pretty cool at the start until the... Anyway, so we're in the back, we're doing our thing in back of house, the three of us, working hard, having a chat here and there, and then Game of Thrones comes into the conversation.
Oh, I do not like where this is heading.
I know. So guys, spoilers, if you haven't seen, I think it's season 4 of Game of Thrones, so just spoilers right now, because I don't want to accidentally spoil something for someone. So spoilers, don't say I didn't warn you.
Because or else they'd be put in jail.
Exactly, and I don't want to, I don't want to be hypocritical like that. So, we're all there. And then you leave. I think you have to go to the register or something.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
Oh, so I actually had to do work.
Yeah. Right, we were all working in the back of house.
I got you.
So you leave, and then I'm still working back of house, and then this Game of Thrones conversation is continuing. And then this is the point when sort of season 3 is finished just now. Season 4 hasn't come out yet. Or it's the middle of season 3, something like that. But those books were released. I think the first 5 or however many books there were. So then... we're still talking about this Game of Thrones convo, and then Joffrey comes up. And then I'm like, man, the actor who plays Joffrey is so good. You actually hate him. Everyone actually hates him. He plays it so well.
Mm.
And then, out of nowhere, deliberately, she says, yeah, he dies, right? And then...
what?
She laughs to herself.
Oh, my golly.
It was like this sadistic happiness she got from ruining this show from me. Because obviously that hasn't happened in the show yet. And if I didn't know that was going to happen, I would have been so happy to see it the first time. But then knowing it was going to happen, the anger it gave me, I was so mad. I walked out of the back of the house.
Man, if any of you could see Gaurav's face right now,
he
is distraught. And you know what? Now I understand why you're not disclosing the name, or even if you remember who the name was. I can't remember who it was either, but...
yeah. Look, I wouldn't want her to be, attacked by...
well, that's the thing. If you're... and especially if you're filling in another shop.
Yeah, right?
You don't
even know me.
You just have normal chit-chat. Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I play netball. Like, you don't need
to... I'm not walking into her house, breaking her roof. That's pretty much what she did to me, man.
Dude.
Anyway, that was mad.
Wow.
There was another one. So it's when Star Wars Episode 7 came out. So there's huge hype because Disney was revamping Star Wars and Episode 7 was coming out. And I wasn't able to see it in the first week, I think.
Okay.
So I was deliberately staying off all social media, all, 9gag, all memes. I was staying away from everything. And I didn't touch anything. I did really well.
Smart.
Now, it was 2 days before I was seeing the movie. And then... Someone links me this article, just a legitimate to read the article because it was something random about some roads and trucks or something really random, but it was a Facebook article. So I read it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this is some hectic issue. I wonder what people are thinking. So I open up the comments to my mistake, and the top comment was, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Star Wars Episode 7, spoilers. The top comment.
Wait, did you keep reading?
No, so I finished the article. The article was nothing. It was something else about trucks and roads,
Yeah.
Like a legitimate issue.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to read the comments to see the discussion.
Yeah.
And the top comment was, spoilers, Han Solo dies in Ep 7. And then...
wait, if you saw spoilers, why'd you keep reading?
No, I didn't... The thing that I'm telling the listeners spoilers, but the comment didn't say spoilers. Some crazy person just wrote that there.
So the comments said exactly what?
The comment said, quote... Han Solo dies in Episode 7, end quote.
Wow.
Just in big capital letters, and people also liked the comment so it reached the top.
Wow.
Or however it worked back in the days. I was so angry. I stayed off all social media to get it ruined to read an article about trucks.
Man, if you had your way, I reckon 30% of social media users would be in jail.
More than 30%. At
like
least 70%.
But I would never get satisfaction of giving away a spoiler.
Right? No one...
Whenever I hear someone give away a spoiler, I think, oh, I'm so glad that was not me.
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself.
No, but even... I don't even want the slightest spoil these days. I don't want someone to say, dude, this movie has a big twist. Because that's a huge spoiler already. Now I'm going to watch the movie.
Well, I mean, not necessarily.
No, because
you don't know what the twist is, how many twists there are.
No, but now I'm watching
the
movie expecting a twist. Like, I'm not just watching it as it is. The impact of a twist that it's such a big thing.
I could get over that.
Nah, look, it's not going to make me as mad as these two stories, but I don't even want to know anymore. I don't want to know anything. And it's the reason why I'm staying away from all these spoiler-filled trailers. Yeah.
That reminds me of a spoiler from last week, which was...
Circle of Life.
What?
What spoiler?
What was last week?
Start of April?
What iconic day of the year was last week?
April Fool's Day.
Shut up.
All right. It was your birthday.
Thank you very much. I can't believe you forgot the iconic April 2nd last week.
What about your birthday?
And we even spoke about it for 40 minutes.
We did a whole episode on your birthday.
There was actually a spoiler on my birthday.
Yeah, actually.
Did you hear it?
I did. And you know what? I kept some of it in, but I cut some of it out.
What?
Yeah. So...
Wait. What?
So, when I was editing the episode, I listened back and I thought, there's no spoiler alert. I don't want to be spoiling this movie to everyone. So...
What movie?
Are you talking about the spoiler that you said in the episode?
No.
Oh, then what are you talking about?
I'm talking about a spoiler that actually happened to me on my birthday.
What happened?
Well, I'm about to tell you until you started talking about something completely
I thought you were
random.
talking about the spoiler in the episode that you accidentally said, but I cut it out.
What spoiler was there?
I can't say it now. I don't want to cut it out again.
What was it about?
It was about a... See, that's the part I cut out in the last episode. So if I say it now, that makes it redundant.
You just say what it was about, though.
I'll just say fire.
Fire Festival.
Yeah, sure. Actually, great documentary.
Yeah, so Fire Festival... No. We'll talk about that another time. But it was a good documentary.
It was very good.
No, so on my birthday, right, we went to dinner, family, and...
Yeah. Skip the details. What's the spoiler?
So Caitlin's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
And then my mum's sitting, like, on the other end of the table, right?
Okay.
And we're eating. We finish eating. And I presumed next point was get the bill and go home.
Yeah.
But then my mum walks over to Caitlin, who is literally sitting next to me.
Okay, I remember this.
And quote-unquote whispers, end quote, in her ear. In other words, it was pretty much like halfway between whisper and talking.
Give us an example here.
So I'll say it.
Okay.
And this is pretty much what it was like. Caitlin, when's the cake coming out?
Okay, so it was pretty loud. You could hear everything.
Literally.
Because she spoke into the microphone and you had headphones on.
Get out. Get out. So she basically, said straight to Caitlin, so when's the cake coming out? And I'm like, Mum. Well, I didn't say anything, but we told her later after the cake came out.
Yeah, I remember. You said it wasn't really a surprise that you were trying to be.
But there was still a surprise because when the cake came out, the candles were shaped as basketballs.
Oh, so cute.
How awesome.
The candles were very cool, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
And the cake was epic. It was a very good cake. Caramel mud cake or something.
So what I'm trying to get at with this is if you were to have your way, are you saying you would put my mum in jail?
No, see, that's not an entertainment spoiler.
That is exactly what you were saying.
I said movie, TV show, entertainment. That's not any of those. It doesn't come into those
spoiler in
categories.
general.
No, so you're talking about a life spoiler.
Any spoiler.
So you're saying, let's say I'm driving on the road and the passenger in the passenger seat says the light's going to turn red, and coincidentally the light will turn red.
But that's not a spoiler because they didn't actually know. They're just saying it.
Okay, let's say they somehow know the light's going to turn red, and they say the light's going to turn red.
They can't know though.
Let's just say they work for the traffic industry, and they
can't
say
know.
It's a hypothetical situation.
Trust me. The only thing that's certain is the
sun
will
rises
rise
and sets every day. Oh my lord. Okay, I'll start a new hypothetical if it's so important to you. Let's say we go into a restaurant.
Okay.
And then this friend I'm with works at this restaurant. And we all walk into the restaurant about to eat. And my friend, who also works at this restaurant, says they've run out of the spinach. And the restaurant's actually run out of the spinach and I can't order spinach. Is that a spoiler?
Well, they're just letting you know something.
Yeah, so then your
That's the
mum
same
was
as
just
letting you know
She was just
anything.
letting you know about the cake.
But it's No, it's meant to be if something is specifically meant to be a surprise.
Okay.
And then it gets told to you. Like, if there's no lettuce at the restaurant, it's not supposed to be a surprise.
No, but see, do you know why she wouldn't go to jail? Is because it wasn't done intentionally to spoil it for you. She intended...
How do we know that?
Because she intended to whisper to Caitlin.
See, that's where you would need investigators
to
find out.
Obviously, we're not just going to throw every spoiler person in jail straight away. That's not how the justice system works.
Dude, you were happy to throw spoilers over murderers.
No, I never said that. I just said it'll be a long time to decide. You said I would do that. I said I would be taking a long time to decide.
I can't believe in your world my mum is in jail, but there's murderers walking.
I never said she's in jail.
What is happening?
She's only in jail.
What is actually happening?
If she went up to your ear and said, Chris, there's a surprise cake coming. Haha, I just told you surprise. Bam. That's straight away at least minimum lifetime sentence.
That's a malicious spoil.
But because she intended to whisper it to someone else as a surprise, but she just accidentally whispered it loudly because, there's all the restaurant ambience and noise and stuff. You accidentally overheard. See, that I will cut some slack. If I accidentally, genuinely got told a spoiler.
That's where acting comes into it. Because that's almost manslaughter.
But what?
Like she didn't mean for the spoil to happen, but she still made it happen.
Okay,
so it's like...
So it's not that bad of a punishment then. She won't be taken to jail. She might get slapped with some community service.
Okay.
Because it was an accident.
Fair.
That's fair, right?
200 hours picking rubbish up. That's fair.
But this supermarket girl, straight away, 4 lifetime imprisonment.
Wow.
Yeah.
4 lives.
Because...
So each time, like, she comes back to life, she goes in jail straight away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
So, the reason being... First, she spoiled it. Second, she spoiled it deliberately.
Yeah.
Third, she laughed about it.
I can't believe that. I really can't.
I couldn't believe my ears either.
I wish I was there to hear that, because I would have lost it.
I know you would have. You are so lucky.
As in lost the surprise.
Oh my lord. So the point is, just don't do it. I'm very against spoilers. I don't think anyone enjoys to have things spoiled to them. Actually, I know there are actually some people that look things up and, do some research and don't mind getting things spoiled, but then keep it to yourself. Don't tell other people.
That's very true.
It's the worst.
Going back to Star Wars, the newest one.
Okay.
You won't believe this, but I was at the movies and I watched a different movie on the actual premiere night of Star Wars.
Wow.
So the cinemas were like absolutely packed.
So
like the lobby area.
The cinema you were in would have been empty.
Not empty.
What did you watch?
It was quite a new movie. I can't remember at the time, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah, you don't really care for those big movies, hey?
But the reason I remember this is because there were so many people like dressed up in costumes.
Oh,
like a guy dressed up as Darth Vader, another one dressed up as Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was ridiculous.
And you went to the premiere night?
So many people, yeah.
That's hectic.
Because I was watching another movie, and then I was like, oh, okay. This is probably not the best time to come. There was nowhere to park, and there was people literally everywhere.
You're not a Star Wars fan, are you?
I played the video game. You know the video game, the driving one?
Oh, the pod racing. You mentioned about this in the game episode.
Man, honestly, I killed pod racing.
Yeah,
that was my jam.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jam.
Peanut butter and jam. Peanut butter and jelly.
Did you know that peanut butter and jelly, it's actually jam? It's not actually
what?
Because I was thinking that... Anyway.
We know. We all know.
Could you imagine? Anyway. So crazy times. Crazy times.
Remember that time in one of your past birthdays we went to a Vietnamese restaurant and they brought out the surprise cake for you, and did they take a photo? But you pretended to act all surprised, and it ended up being the #1 Google photo for the restaurant.
No, so what happened was Tim took a photo, my brother.
Yeah. Took
a photo of me, and then he posted a review, like from his account, and attached that photo of me as the review.
Yeah.
And then, because, they hadn't had many photos uploaded, every time you Google the restaurant, the photo of me with the cake in front of me was like there.
It was the top, the #1 photo, like the Google business page photo.
A girl from my work Googled the restaurant and she was like, "Hey, Chris, is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Go there. It's such a good restaurant."
That's so good. Unintentional ambassador.
The food there is amazing as well.
Great food.
And tell you how nice the people are, right? Every time we go there, and we tell them it's someone's birthday, they bring out this
fried ice cream. Yes.
For the person whose birthday it is. Free of charge, and they're so nice.
And they put like a big candle on it.
Yeah. So nice.
Very good
And then
service.
when we came back, went back like a few times, and last time they remembered our names.
What? Definitely didn't remember my name.
No, they remembered me, Tim's name and my name.
Oh, you have easy names.
But how many customers would they have, and they remembered our names? That's pretty insane.
But plus, you were the face of their business for quite a while.
That is also true.
Free advertising, man. Free marketing.
So they definitely know Tim because he was the one that uploaded it. So it would have said Tim next to that photo.
Oh well, it was a regular restaurant for a while, so it's like knowing your regular customers.
It still is. I just wanted to change this time. That's all.
Yeah, understandable. Not a full vegan restaurant, hey?
No. I'm
a bit angry at the Melbourne vegans at the moment.
Yeah, wow. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm angry at them.
It's a very interesting.
Wait, I'll pause there. Not all of them, obviously. It's just the silly ones. Let's tell the story.
So, apparently, in Melbourne City...
No, not apparently. With evidence. This 100% happened.
Okay. It was on the news.
Yeah.
Can confirm. So far, so good news.
All right.
So, what happened was, in Melbourne City, a bunch of vegan activists basically cut off a road. So essentially, they all stood on the road. So
they blocked the main tram lines in the CBD, and they were like tied to vans and stuff.
Yep. And then it stopped people getting to work. People were getting like an hour late to work.
More, up to 2 hours.
And even more.
And there were already bus replacements on half of the lines.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Now, I'm all about raising awareness.
Yeah.
Do not get me wrong whatsoever. And I love everybody. We love everyone.
We love everyone.
We don't care what food they eat. Gaurav's fake vegetarian. We don't care. We don't care what you eat. And I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But the question I have for everyone involved is that the right way to raise awareness?
Exactly. Aren't you tainting your own name? You're not giving yourselves a good name.
Yeah, like, no offense, but the name tends to be not as great
already.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everyone, but it's just, some people have created that reputation. Might not even be their fault. Other people might have created that reputation.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, this is not the right way to go about it.
I agree. It was just it was just very inconsiderate.
Why make the everyday people angry?
Yeah.
They can't get to work. They can't get to meetings. Some people might have had job interviews.
Exactly.
They might not have got the job now. I just think there's other avenues to go.
100%.
To create awareness.
It's just now that when they think about that moment, they'll think of vegan, and it's just going to have that negative memory,
which is not what you want.
Yeah,
that's not what I want either.
You want it to be eye-opening, like veganism. I understand.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm actually all for veganism, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm all for it, but I'm also all for do whatever you want to do.
What?
So, like, as in, eat whatever you want to eat. Like, if you don't want to be vegan, don't push it on someone. And if you do want to be vegan, just be vegan. It's all sweet.
Yeah, and like, raise awareness of the reasons why people should be vegan or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
But don't stop people doing their everyday lives.
100%.
Just to show this.
Don't give yourselves a bad name.
Yeah.
Give yourselves a good name. Do something cool, like make vegan chocolate cakes.
Or make an Instagram page.
Yeah, and don't call it So Far So Good, because that's taken.
So Far So Vegan.
Yeah. Okay.
Good work.
Yeah.
So search it up if you haven't heard of what we're talking about. I'd like to see what you guys think. Now, Melbourne is an amazing city. We know that. It was the most livable city in the world.
Correct.
I would say it probably still should be.
I reckon it still is, just because I haven't really been to the new one that won Best City in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
What was it again? Austria? Vienna. No, it was Vienna.
That city that must not be named.
Yeah, Voldemort.
But no, over the last couple of weeks,
yeah.
The Melbourne Comedy Festival's been going on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I actually went to watch Stephen K. Amos.
Oh, yeah? How was he?
Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I know Stephen Amos.
He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
He absolutely killed it. And what I loved most about his comedy is he talked about Australian things.
Like, oh, yeah.
He'd just been to Tasmania. He talked about stuff about Tasmania. He talked about things happening in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Which, when you think about it, that's pretty amazing to be able to do. Because you'd think they'd rehearse like a routine that they just say.
Oh, but well, so you mean he talked about current things and made it funny?
Yeah.
Very good.
He like essentially tailor-made his show to Australian listeners.
What was the show called, if you remember?
What was the show called? I think it was called like My Life So Far.
What?
Yeah.
That's our podcast.
What?
So far, so good. All right.
Nah, it was like my life so far or something like that.
Okay.
So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was he funny?
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Was he in one of the big stadiums?
He was in the Athenaeum Theatre.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Was it any of the ones we went to with Tommy Little?
I've actually been to the cinema before. I saw Dave Hughes in the same cinema.
Oh,
it's pretty big.
Yes.
It'd fit probably 400 or 500 people.
Wait, is it a cinema?
It's essentially a cinema.
Like a big theatre then?
Yeah, theatre.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Theatre, sorry.
Who was that other one we saw? The redhead and he makes those groany noises.
Old mate.
Luke McGregor. Is it Luke McGregor?
Yeah.
It
is.
Luke McGregor.
He's funny.
He was funny.
Because he's got his own style of comedy.
He does it sort of in his act, so the way he talks is funny. He deliberately makes these noises and...
It's definitely an act.
Yeah. I heard him on the radio once and he sounded the same, so I hope it's an act and we're not just jumping to conclusions.
Nah,
but either way, he was funny because he just played his stories
Actually,
very well.
it could have been at the same theatre.
Oh, yeah?
I reckon it could have been.
That was decent theatre. Very comedy-like.
It's a pretty big theatre. Because it's got like a top level as well, so that gives more people.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Stephen K. Amos was amazing, but he's been doing it a long time.
Yeah. He's very well known. He's been on the radio and TV and everything.
Yeah.
Good on him.
He's
Australian
really good.
celebrities, man. Got to get around to it.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I wish I watched a few more comedy shows. I reckon next year I'm going to go to a few more.
All right.
You just get busy and you're just like, it's too far and...
Full of excuses, just go to the show.
No, I really want to, man.
I'll go to some shows.
Love comedy.
Isn't the festival still going? Or is it finished?
I don't know, man. Not
Something.
sure. Probably still going. I think it goes for like 3 weeks, but got to get to more comedy shows. Got to.
Yeah, they've been good. Especially the Australian ones. I've got nothing to complain about them. Tommy Little was, I think, one of my first Australian comedians I saw.
Yeah.
He's huge now. He actually went to our uni.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Absolute beast. That's where we met him for the first time.
Yeah, he came to promote his show.
Yeah.
And we actually went.
Yeah.
We're true fans.
Yeah. We are legit fans.
And we were front row and he talked to you.
Yeah. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That's always good.
All right, guys. Well, that sums it up for today. That's all we have time for. So thank you guys so much for listening to the So Far So Good podcast.
Yeah, if anything's ever been spoiled for you, let us know, but don't tell us a spoiler because we don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah. Just tell us how it was spoiled to you.
Exactly. Tell us if you think this law should be introduced. It's all true.
And we will catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys. Laters.